Welcome to Platinum Nuggets. I am Eddie Chigozi. This is the Money Moment. I want you to imagine that you own a confectionery shop that makes cakes and cookies. Okay? So, you've been in this business for a long time and you know how to make very delicious cakes. And so one day you come up with this recipe that is awesome and amazing. You make your cake and you put it out there in the shop and we buy it, eat it, and we give you raving reviews. That is what they call positive feedback. That your cake is delicious, it's amazing, it's wonderful, and I enjoyed your cake. Then fast forward a few weeks later, I feel like eating cake, and unfortunately I am far away from where your shop is. And so as I am moving around, I see a cake shop with some beautiful looking cakes. So I get inside, choose a nice looking cake, buy it and take it home. And when I eat it, oh my God, this cake is delicious. And it is even more delicious than the one you gave us, the one you last made for us. In our money moment today, I want to define for you how a world-class business looks like. One of the reasons why doing business is difficult for most business owners is because there is one thing that business owners have got wrong. One thing that they have got the wrong way. And this is focusing on the commodity of a business at the expense of an even more powerful part of a business transaction, which is the experience. This is what I mean. The commodity in your business is the tangible thing somebody purchases from you. If you are in the restaurant business, it's the food. If you are a cake maker, it's the cake, the cookies, the clothes that they buy from your shop. That is a commodity. But then, there is an even more important part of that transaction, and that is the experience that the customer goes through as they purchase this commodity from you. That is even more important. Now, the commodity is very important, but the experience is far, far more important than the commodity. You see, the most interesting thing is that almost every business owner understands the experience. Do you remember the last time you went into a restaurant for the first time? Do you remember the last time you went into a boutique to buy yourself some clothes or some shoes for the first time? You remember how the person that welcomes you when you get in treated you with a smile, whether it was the business owner or just a sales clerk. You remember that experience. It made you feel good. If it was a restaurant, you got into the restaurant and because of the way you were treated, you really actually enjoyed the meal. Of course, it was good food. Then, a few days later, you went back. And then that's when you realized that that treatment, the happiness, the welcoming smile, and the good words were reserved for only first-time customers. That is the thing that I am trying to explain here. Almost every business owner knows it, but because we got that part wrong, most businesses think that it's the commodity, it is the food that they need to focus on and forget the experience. Almost every business that you can think about is a competitive business. That's why you see restaurant owners, chefs are spending sleepless nights trying to make their food taste the most delicious. But for how long can you do that? You're familiar with KFC restaurant. Did you know that if you went to a KFC restaurant in Kampala and ate the chicken there, it tastes exactly the same as the one in Entebbe? It tastes the same as the one in Nairobi? the same as the one in New York, in Amsterdam, in Brussels, in Paris, and anywhere else in the world. That is one of the most amazing things about KFC. But there's something that is even more interesting. Do you know that the way that chicken tastes has been that way? It has never changed since the 1960s, when Colonel Sanders, the founder of KFC, discovered that amazing way of cooking chicken. So I want you to ask yourself, how does a company whose chicken tastes the same way for almost 60 years be making so much money, more than other people who sell chicken that actually really tastes much better than KFC chicken? Now that is what I mean by a world-class business. They have learned the secret that yes, the commodity is very important, the chicken is very important, the way it tastes is important, but something that is far more important than that is the experience you get when you visit their restaurant to buy the chicken. So, in KFC, that experience can be the time it takes when you make your order to receive it. You realize that if you've been to KFC before, then if you feel like you want fast food and you want it quickly, you don't want to wait for so long, then you'll get it at KFC because they consistently, every time, deliver quickly. This is the point. A world-class business is a business that understands that their product is a feeling, how they make you feel when you interact with them. And the commodity is what allows them to give you that great feeling which they focus on improving and making good all the time. Now, if you understand just that part and where you need to put your focus as a business owner, then I can assure you that your experience running a business is never going to be the same. At this point, I want to ask you a question. Now that you know better how to build or to grow your business into a world-class business, what are you going to do about it? Are you going to continue doing what you've always been doing? Or are you motivated to do something different? Here is a suggestion I have for you on how to start. I am going to ask you to visit a KFC restaurant. Maybe you've been there before, maybe you haven't. But this time, you're going there with a purpose. I want you to plan to have your meal within the restaurant. And so when you get there, I want you to time how long it takes from the moment the cashier gives you a receipt after they have taken your money up to the point which they call you for your order. Observe and see how much time it takes. Then the next thing I want you to observe is the people that serve you. How do they do what they do? What are the different things that they are doing? What is their mood? And then, as you continue to take your meal, I want you to look around and observe the decor, the interior design of the restaurant, how the furniture is arranged, and the colors. Then finally, ask yourself a question. What can you emulate from your experience in KFC that you can adopt into your own business? If there is at least one thing that you have observed that you are sure you can adopt into your business, then you are on the right track to growing your business into a world-class business. Now, we have lots of information for you on how to manage your personal finances, how to start, to build, and to run a successful business. All this information is in audios which are free of charge. Simply make your request by WhatsApp. The number is 256 702 809 040, and you will have access to our audio store where you can make your own choice of the audios that you want, and we shall send them to you. Thank you so much for listening, and look out for more money moments right here on Platinum Nuggets. And have a wonderful day.